Are you tired of going to the doctor with the same issue over and over again and never getting any relief? Are you tired of buying all types of vitamins and supplements, hoping but not knowing for sure that they will keep you healthy? Or are you getting enough of the right kind of nutrients that your specific body needs? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you need a nutritional blood analysis. With a nutritional blood analysis, we can take one drop of blood from a prick of your finger and analyze your body's nutritional needs, nutritional deficiencies, and nutritional imbalances. This analysis can provide an early warning of possible future health challenges so you can make the changes now to avoid the negative outcome. A nutritional blood analysis can be used to monitor a health challenge before and after adopting an approach to restore health and balance. It will also allow you the ability to determine the effectiveness of various approaches to restoring and balancing your health. So don't wait. Make your appointment. Stop guessing with your health. Know what works for sure. 901-602-7063.
Graphics Printing, located at 890 East Range Road in Memphis, a complete print shop for all your printing needs. They do it all: color copy, resumes, funeral programs, rubber stamps, full-color business cards, wedding and graduation invitations, and more. 30-plus years of quality work and service. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., located at 890 East Range Road in Memphis, Tennessee, 901-345-9294. Graphics Printing. CJ Used Appliances, located at 3530 Jackson Avenue here in Memphis, Tennessee. Call them at 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances has the best prices in town, sales and service, heating and air. Also the best appliances you'll find anywhere in the Mid-South. Refrigerators, microwave stoves, washers and dryers, deep freezers, dishwashers, whatever you need in used appliances. And folks, I'll tell you, they're the best used appliances anywhere you'll find. That's CJ Used Appliances, 3530 Jackson Avenue. All appliances come with warranty. You can call them at 901-487-7882. Again, 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances. C&S Motors Auto Sales, located at 2508 Summer Avenue, here in Memphis, Tennessee. Call them at 901-323-8778. C&S Motors Auto Sales has been around since 1984. Go by and see Chris today for some of the best pre-owned and used vehicles in the city. They have SUVs, minivans, cars, trucks, whatever you're looking for in pre-owned used vehicles. Hey, you can find it right there at C&S Motors Auto Sales. See Chris since 1984. They will treat you right. Call them at 901-323-8778. That's 901-323-8778. 2508 Summer Avenue, C&S Motors Auto Sales.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol, here to explain the Tennessee Hands-Free Law, which is a new state law effective July 1st, 2019. In Public Chapter 412, it makes it illegal for a driver to hold a cell phone or a mobile device with any part of their body, to write, send, or read any text-based communication, to reach for a cell phone or mobile device in a manner that requires the driver to no longer be in a seated driving position or properly restrained by a seatbelt, to watch a video or a movie on a cell phone or a mobile device, and to record or broadcast video on a cell phone or mobile device. So, can I still talk on my cell phone while driving? Yes. A driver is permitted to use an earpiece, headphone device, or a device worn on a wrist to conduct a voice-based communication. The driver may use one button on a cell phone or mobile device to initiate or terminate voice communication, and voice-based communication may also be used to send a text message. Learn more at handsfreetn.com.
Are you tired of going to the doctor with the same issue over and over again and never getting any relief? Are you tired of buying all types of vitamins and supplements, hoping but not knowing for sure that they will keep you healthy? Or are you getting enough of the right kind of nutrients that your specific body needs? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you need a nutritional blood analysis. With a nutritional blood analysis, we can take one drop of blood from a prick of your finger and analyze your body's nutritional needs, nutritional deficiencies, and nutritional imbalances. This analysis can provide an early warning of possible future health challenges so you can make the changes now to avoid the negative outcome. A nutritional blood analysis can be used to monitor a health challenge before and after adopting an approach to restore health and balance. It will also allow you the ability to determine the effectiveness of various approaches to restoring and balancing your health. So don't wait. Make your appointment. Stop guessing with your health. Know what works for sure. 901-602-7063.
Graphics Printing, located at 890 East Range Road in Memphis, a complete print shop for all your printing needs. They do it all. Color copies, resumes, funeral programs, rubber stamps, full-color business cards, wedding and graduation invitations, and more. 30-plus years of quality work and service. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., located at 890 East Range Road in Memphis, Tennessee, 901-345-9294. Graphics Printing. CJ Used Appliances, located at 3530 Jackson Avenue here in Memphis, Tennessee. Call them at 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances have the best prices in town, sales and service, heating and air. Also the best appliances you'll find anywhere in the Mid-South. Refrigerators, microwave stoves, washers and dryers, deep freezers, dishwashers, whatever you need in used appliances. And folks, I'll tell you, they're the best used appliances anywhere you'll find. That's CJ Used Appliances, 3530 Jackson Avenue. All appliances come with warranty. You can call them at 901-487-7882. Again, 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances.
She's charged with battery.
The disorienting chaos, too much for Kirkland to process.
She has a medical condition that we're working on getting resolved. So he says, what medical condition? So I said, she has a sleep disorder, sleep apnea. He says, well, I have sleep apnea and I don't behave like that.
The first grader handcuffed and carted off, where the grandmother says she was fingerprinted and even had a mugshot taken.
No 6-year-old child should be able to tell somebody that they had handcuffs on them and they were riding in the back of a police car and taken to a juvenile detention center to be fingerprinted, mugshot.
Kaya equally as upset.
Don't cry. No, I'm good.
But happy to be home.
I felt sad that my grandma was sad. And I really missed her.
Orlando police confirmed there will be an internal investigation regarding this incident. As for the school, they have not commented. Kirkland also says that Kaya is supposed to report to court on October 16th, and if she does not, a warrant will be issued for the 6-year-old's arrest. For now, I'm live in Orlando, Nikki Zizaza, Getting Results, News 6.
All right, there you have it. And this is a weird story. I don't even know where to begin on this thing. Well, one thing I'm surprised about, I don't know whether I'm surprised about that or not. But at any rate, I found out this morning that the cop, any police officer that arrests a 6-year-old, I don't even know where to start on this. This is really crazy. I mean, first of all, they said the child had a tantrum or whatever, or a fit, or a rage or whatever. And, all the stuff that's going on with the child. And then you're going to arrest her for that when there's all kinds of other crime on the street he could be chasing somebody for?
That's a good question.
And then he wants to arrest this little 6-year-old girl? I mean.
Insane.
I mean, what's the deal with this officer? I mean, I don't understand his logic. I don't understand, maybe, I don't know.
You can't, see, I think there's certain things in life, even with crazy stuff, right? Sometimes.
I don't get it.
Yes, yeah, just the point that I was saying to what you just said. There's certain things in life you can't rationalize.
Yeah.
And I think this is one of those. A lot of things you can look at and say, oh, well, maybe this is why this happened or whatever the case is. But as far as this, I don't see a legitimate reason. But I'll ask this question because you'll be surprised. On social media, people say, hey, look, if the kid did wrong, they need to go to jail.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter, especially juvenile jail. I've seen these comments. So, as we always have an open forum, is there, under any circumstances, should there be a child under the age of, let's say, 10, or whatever the case is, that should ever be arrested for anything?
Well, I mean,
should a 6-year-old ever be arrested for anything?
Well, if he's going to arrest somebody at that age, he should have notified the supervisors first. I think was their rule that you notify a supervisor or somebody first like that, and before you do that, so that they can make a decision on what's going on. He failed to do that. He just took it up on his own self there to arrest this child, irregardless, and so the child was fingerprinted. Can you imagine this child already is going through some problems, and then they take her in, and then the child's fingerprinted, a mug shot is taken, and handcuffed, and all of this other kind of crazy stuff. Mm-hmm. Man, this is ridiculous. And it was a black officer that did it. And I don't know. I don't understand. And, it doesn't matter whether it's a white officer that did it. It's wrong.
Well, and I think, and to be real, and I do agree. It doesn't matter who it is. But I think it was surprising when we found that out.
It was a little surprising when I found out this morning. I saw his picture. Mm-hmm. I said, really? I said, why? I mean, where was he coming from with this? I mean, where is he trying to go? Is he trying to be the chief of police or something?
I don't know if that's the way to get there. But now I have an update on that, just what you're talking about, bro.
Yeah.
The update on this situation, because the story was the original story.
Right.
It was the day before. But now today, this morning there is an update on the situation.
There's an update on it. We're going to play that update right now.
Yes.
And the change that has taken place. And so take a listen to this story.
And I still have questions even after this. But take a listen.
But at least they made a move. So let's take a listen to what they've done and check out this update.
Now, amid a growing backlash, the Florida school resource officer who arrested 2 6-year-olds at their has been fired. Officer Dennis Turner was terminated. Charges against the children have also been dropped. Manuel Bojorquez reports from the police headquarters in Orlando.
On behalf of myself and the entire Orlando Police Department, I apologize to the children involved and their families.
Orlando Police Chief Orlando Rolone says he had no choice but to fire Reserve Officer Dennis Turner after Turner arrested 2 6-year-olds at their school last Thursday.
We could not fathom the idea of a 6-year-old being put in the back of a police car.
Turner arrested Kaya Roll after she allegedly kicked a staff member during a tantrum. Roll's grandmother said the outburst was likely a result of the child's sleep apnea.
It was really and truly an injustice on her.
Turner also arrested an unidentified student in a separate incident and sent both children to a juvenile detention center.
The criminal process ends here.
Florida State Attorney Aramis Ayala said her office would not prosecute the 6-year-olds.
I refuse to knowingly play any role in the school-to-prison pipeline at any age.
But juvenile arrests in Florida are not unheard of. Last fiscal year, nearly 3,000 children falling between the ages of 5 and 12 were arrested. Now, Kaya Roll is ready for a return to normal.
I'm just feeling a little sad that I still have to go to the court, but now I don't have to. It's making me happy.
Orlando's police chief says he also sent a letter to all officers on Friday reminding them of the department's policy, which is to have a supervisor sign off on the arrest of anyone under 12. Gail?
That story is still so hard to believe. We thank you very much, Manuel.
You know, and
and we see the comments coming in here, and so
I knew it.
901-213-6020. And we see the comments coming. Yeah, I'm trying to get this screen. There we go. To cooperate here, where I can see my the comments here on this thing.
Okay.
But okay, yeah.
But I can see. Just let me know if you want me to read them. I can read them. While you get that straight,
And
I got them. That's what I'm saying. So you won't have to hesitate.
I've gone back to the point to where what's his name? GKP was saying in the headlines today.
Okay, but
good morning, GKP. Kelly, good morning.
Yeah,
Cordell. Good morning, guys, coming in, and Andre Beckton. Thanks for Jet and all you people coming in this morning, and thanks for your comments as well as So.
Hey, and like I said, I can go ahead and read them if you want me to.
Yeah,
since I got it right here.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Just to keep it going there, till you get it together.
No, you okay? I'm yeah. My computer here is
it's no problem. You can just move past it. So
yeah, go ahead.
We got GKP says maybe he feared for his life.
Come on, GKP.
Jed says unless that resource officer processed that child all on his own, then whoever fingerprinted, transported, and took the picture should be prosecuted.
I agree
as well.
That's what I was. I lost some comments here because I had to go out.
That's why I said don't worry
come back in. But Jet, I totally agree with you. Mm-hmm. That's the thing I was thinking. This officer arrested, but who did the fingerprinting? Who took the mug shots? Who did all this other stuff? And those guys, okay, somebody should have stopped and questioned, okay, we have a 6-year-old here. What am I to do? Okay, the child has been arrested for what? Or, okay, all right, never done this before. Let's see what do we, or check or find something. But they just brought the child in and, hey, The officer brought her in and said, hey, fingerprint her, take mug shots. She's done this, she's done that. And man, they just threw her around like she was a regular criminal.
Yeah.
Somebody's murdered somebody or something. Yeah. So those people that did those things, that not only the officer, but there were other people working in cooperation to this whole thing to make it happen. Mm-hmm. To, like I said, the fingerprinting, mugshots, and all that kind of stuff, they should be fired as well. Because somewhere along the line, they forgot to contact their supervisor or find out what's going on. And I know it's got to be different for them to receive a child at this age into the police department arrested. It's not the norm.
No, definitely not.
And so for that to happen, it's not the normal thing. So somebody else should have done something, asked questions or done something here. So yeah, not only the officer is in the wrong here, other people failed to do some things as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And see, that's the thing. That's why I still had questions heading into this, even after this situation that's happened now, this update that we presented. Because, okay, let's see that the police fired this guy, which they did, right? What does that really mean? At the end of the day, they found a scapegoat. And I don't buy the police, at the press conference saying, we would never arrest a child. Well, y'all did. It was more than just Dennis Turner.
Yeah.
Now, Dennis was doing what y'all probably told him to do, and you fired him and said we would never do.
Well, I don't believe they told Dennis Turner that.
Well, I know, I understand, but I mean, in a roundabout way. What I mean is, he went through the process. He had to call it in. He had to come to the police station. He had to bring her in the police station. They had to shoot her mugshots, get her fingerprints, just like Jet was talking about.
Yeah.
Everybody had to do. Somebody had to put her in the jail.
Yeah.
In the juvenile center. Right. All of those people are complicit in those situations, which really means the whole department is complicit in her arrest.
Yeah.
Period.
I don't know, man. That's
why I say I don't buy what he was saying.
Starting it all off, putting handcuffs on the child, throwing her in the back seat of a police car, taking her to jail, downtown, wherever. Okay. And then they process her like, okay, all right, sit here, man. We need you to do this, blah, blah, blah. Let me get your finger. We got to take fingerprints. And nobody questioned it or looked at her and said, what did you do? Or to go to the chief or somebody and say, hey, we have a 6-year-old here. What do we do? It seems like nobody questioned that. Is there something wrong with the Orlando Police Department? I mean, this makes you really wonder about this whole deal here. And, but, I'm not trying to make an excuse for the officer. Whatever he did, it was totally stupid.
Absolutely, no doubt.
It was wrong for this police officer to do what he did. So, the child had a sleep disorder and, all this, sometimes those kids like that make mistakes. They do things that are wrong. So,
hey, and let me play something real quick. Now, to that point, this was the part of the story that has me raising my eyebrows, and it's just this part right here. Take a listen.
Fire Reserve Officer Dennis Turner after Turner arrested 2 6-year-olds at their school last Thursday.
We could not fathom the idea of a 6-year-old being put in the back of a police car.
Turner arrested Kaya Roll after she allegedly kicked a staff member during a tantrum.
And that's just some of it. Now, what you heard was, I believe that was the police chief at the press conference talking about we could not fathom arresting a 6-year-old.
They can't see a 6-year-old being put in the backseat of a police car.
But they did it.
Yeah, but the officer did it. Did they notify somebody like the upper line of chiefs or supervisors? Nobody even notified, okay, what should we do in this case?
And maybe I'm wrong, but you can't tell me. I mean, you call in everything you do, don't you? If you're bringing somebody to the jail, I'd imagine somebody knows that somebody's coming.
Did he say, you don't
just show up?
Okay, the thing about it is, did the officer actually say, okay, I'm bringing someone in, it's a 6-year-old in handcuffs, I have it in the back seat of the car, for kicking somebody, had a fit and kicked somebody. Actually say, okay, I'm bringing someone in. Okay, people looking at me. Oh, listen to me again. Yeah. But anyway, I don't understand that though. It just doesn't add up right here. And I'm wondering, those people that did the fingerprinting and all the other stuff, like Jet said, something's wrong here, folks. And it's wrong in the Orlando Police Department when you have more than one of these officers do the arresting, do the fingerprinting, take the mug shots, and so on and so forth. This is deep, seems like to me, in the Orlando Police Department. Something's wrong. And the chief probably know that his officers are well lacking in what they need to do. And and then for him to say, I cannot even fathom or understand this to even be done to a 6-year-old. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I don't buy that.
I don't buy that.
I don't buy it. It's an excuse. Anyway. And so, real quick, I'm looking here. Let's see.
No, let me say what Jet said here. I was going to read this. He said, I knew he was black when I realized he had already been fired. Dead giveaway. Well, I don't know, Jet. I knew he was black when I realized he had already been fired. So you're saying if it was a white officer, they would have took all of this to court first and had the process? They wouldn't have fired right away? Is that what you're telling me?
Well,
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. We don't. I mean, it's not like that everywhere where you have black and white and problems and things like that. It's not like that everywhere. So we can't assume every case, is a racist case.
I don't know.
So, but, I think they did the right thing to fire this officer.
Well, look, the officer, yes. Now, look, let's get this out.
Well, let me back up a little bit.
Okay, you changed your mind?
Maybe they should have done something else before firing him.
So what do you mean?
I mean, for him to arrest a 6-year-old and bring her in, and then to fire him, wow, that's a big, big deal, don't you think?
That is a big thing, yeah.
So, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I understand, but
was it right for them to fire the officer?
Yeah, y'all let us know what you think. Also, call into the show as well. Y'all get a chance, 901-213-6020. Got a phone number too, y'all. Y'all get a chance to hit us up. But let me look at a couple more of these comments. There's quite a few came in.
Yeah,
I got
GKP.
I got them right here. Here we go.
After Jet, there's another. Okay, you got it. Go ahead.
Yes. He says they always fire the black man fast, says GKP. Also says, so apparently it's a common practice in Florida.
Well,
and I've seen a couple, well, not just about firing black people.
Okay. So you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll tell you. And that's with arresting kids.
Really?
There's been multiple situations. And even if y'all heard the story, they also said that this same officer arrested another 6-year-old the same day at the same school. So he brought 2 of them down there. I don't know what the other one was.
I don't know about that age, though. I can understand if they arrest somebody 11, 10 years old or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But to do a 6-year-old, I think that's a little ridiculous there. And I don't know if that's the norm.
No, it's not the norm.
Even in Florida. They probably arrest some young people, but to say 6 years old, I mean, I think, to me, if you arrest a 6-year-old, I think we can go to the case of arresting a 4 or 5-year-old. Mm-hmm. A 5-year-old kid. Which is insane. All of it is insane.
So, Verdell says, what, no paid leave? Which is my point again. He was not put on administrative leave. He was fired immediately.
Well, GKP made the statement earlier. He says they always fire the black man fast.
Yeah, which I read.
I don't know. I don't know about that. You prove it to me, GKP.
I mean, you see that everywhere.
I mean, no.
You see it all the time.
See, that's my point.
You see it all the time.
That's my point. We can't assume that this is happening everywhere. It's not happening everywhere where black people are being discriminated against, or in a case like this, where the officer gets fired, or they always fire black people for every job is not that way.
Well, I'm gonna put it this way: even if it's which I get you, it doesn't happen everywhere, but it happened here. I guarantee you, I feel like most of the time, 9 times out of 10, and it's just my thoughts.
Well, maybe I'm misunderstanding what GKP is saying here.
No, you understanding it perfectly. I think we're understanding it perfectly. The black man got fired fast because he's a scapegoat. They use him as a scapegoat. It's almost like a sacrificial lamb to make the police department look good. To make them look like, hey, we're going to get out ahead of this. There's a lot of bad press. This has made the rounds nationwide.
Right.
So let's just fire the officer and say it was all him. It was all this Negro Dennis Turner. I don't know why he did that.
Yeah.
Even though we put her in jail, even though we knew he was bringing a 6-year-old down there, even though we fingerprinted her, took her mugshots, but it was all Dennis Turner.
No. See, then they didn't fire nobody else. It's probably because Dennis Turner arrested the young girl, put her in handcuffs, put her in the back of the car, brought her to the police station, drug her in the station. He probably fingerprinted her. He probably took the mugshots too, and nobody else did it. So that's why nobody else could get fired.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Maybe Dennis Turner, maybe this officer, the only one that had something done to him or fire, maybe he was the one that did it all. Well, maybe nobody else even knew about it. I mean, Now,
and then the story did say as well that they were, and GKP's pointing this out here, about there were over 5,000 arrests of young children in Florida as well. Were all of those fired also? Were all of those officers fired? That's a good question to ask. Also,
that's a good point. I'm not aware of all the implications and the problem that the Orlando Police Department has there in Florida and the situation about the young kids being arrested. So if that's the case, if they're arresting these younger kids like this, then there should be more officers fired. Somebody's missing the...
Well, it's because it ain't the point about firing officers, at least not for the police department.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, they said, okay, he's expendable. He's expendable because this case got more attention than the rest.
Okay.
Now, you could probably, if you want to blame the news for not putting any attention on all these other kids, 5,000 arrested.
Okay, but
that's a whole lot of kids.
Okay, but
we didn't know that was going on.
What can the officer do about it then? If he's aware, that this is happening all over the state of Florida. Not this is the first time this has happened. Like you said, this is the one that is getting the attention.
But my point is,
they want to
Yeah, but you make a good point. But my point is, they know what's happening, so this is uncharacteristic.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really being hypocritical to fire this officer if you haven't done that in any of these other cases. Maybe if you want to suspend him until the investigation. Look, even they don't look. Let me tell y'all something. This is about the hypocrisy, and it just really hit me. Look at all these cases of black men and boys and children that get killed every other day in this country. What happens to those officers most of the time? They get paid leave in murder situations.
Yeah.
When they killed the doggone man or a boy or a child. They fired this dude for arresting a 6-year-old. Now,
but he didn't kill her though.
No, exactly. But they fired him.
Okay.
You can't get a white officer that kills a black person in cold blood and shoots him 20 times. They can't even get fired. They can't.
Well,
even
they
get
don't
prosecuted.
fire him. Well, they have. No. They have done it after all the stuff went out, and then
years later. Sometimes.
Yeah. Well,
sometimes they quit on their own.
Yeah, that's true. But
so you got to think about the hypocrisy.
They had no choice but to do something. But here, they just flat out just fired the officer.
That's what I'm saying. It's bogus. But I'll read some more here.
GKP says maybe they thought she was a midget. Okay.
I'll let you go ahead since you got the comments.
All right, GKP. All right. Okay.
And
all right. He's a comedian all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Jed said they've arrested several young children, which we pointed out in Florida. Agawat says they were just doing their job, and he says that with an upside down smiling face, so probably being sarcastic there. We hear that excuse all the time. Yeah, that's true. Jed says, yes, they did the exact right thing. All I'm saying is they should treat all of them the same way. So Jed says it was a good thing to fire.
He also said all you have to do is check the history.
That must be further down.
Yeah.
You jumped ahead a little bit.
Okay.
But I got you. Just let me go down the line here.
Okay.
GKP says, we don't assume, Bob. We see it. When you were talking about the situation with the cops.
Okay.
Then Jed says, it's just trying to get through them. There's a lot more than I thought here. Jed says they mentioned the exact number of arrests in Florida, under 10 this year. It was double digits if I heard the audio correctly. Yes, you did. 9 out of 10 easy, and that's when I brought up 9 out of 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
Terry comes in. What's up, Terry? If you want to hit us up, you can do so. And GKP said, did y'all not hear them say there have been over 5,000 arrests involving children in Florida?
I did not hear him. I'm sorry. I was probably distracted on something else. But man, that is sad.
I mean, it's crazy.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of other things that, that they could search for or do or arrest people.
Now, and as I asked,
they don't have anybody else to pick on. Just pick on the kids
under 10 and under.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Come on, man. Agawad said, we have been arrested several times in different places, and nowhere has a police officer done the jail staff work as far as doing the fingerprinting. Mm-hmm. That's under Agawad's experience of being arrested plenty of times. That's a whole nother story, sounds like.
Yeah.
Greg says, good morning. What's up, Greg, in the building? Greg also said it's never that simple to fire a police officer. My thoughts are that he was a crappy officer, and he was halfway out the door anyway. All right. So then Agawad says police don't stick around and fingerprint or mugshot. Yeah. Yeah, which he's reiterating. GKP says, my point exactly, Josh. And then Agawad, lastly, so far, says if he would have shot her dead, he would have gotten desk patrol and a raise. Oh, wow.
I don't know about that, Agawad. I mean, if he was a white officer, probably yes.
Well, yeah. Now that's
but no, they're gonna persecute. They're gonna persecute this guy. Oh yeah, they're gonna throw him in a dungeon and feed him cornbread and a bottle of water and throw the cornbread in, without a plate. He's got it coming for him, buddy. Yes. All right. What is 901-213 is the number to, yeah.
And I'll ask this question again.
Yeah.
Do you guys think under any circumstances a kid 10 and under should be arrested? Can you think of a circumstance where a kid 10 and under should be arrested at all?
Yeah.
So y'all let me know.
Well, there are kids these days, Josh, they're growing pretty fast.
I know.
Some kids can get their hands on guns. Some kids will do some crazy stuff. But, I mean, it has to be really, really crazy.
Yeah.
But for something like this, oh, man, this is like something, I mean, the officer should have went there and said, hey, little girl, let me talk to you for a minute. That's not the right thing to do, okay? You don't do anything like that, and talk to her mom and her parents and everything. Maybe took her home, blah, 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 and all this kind of stuff. And, but to take her to jail, put handcuffs on her first, throw her in the back seat of the car like she just committed murder. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he thought, maybe this officer was under scrutiny already. I mean, maybe
that was Greg's point, I think.
Maybe he had some write-ups and things on him. Maybe he had problems going on, and he knew that if he did something, if he let this go or not report or whatever, that he could have been fired. Well, he's fired anyway. Maybe they had it in for him. Either way it went with this guy, he was just going to get fired. So, I don't know.
Old Dennis had it coming.
Yeah, he had it coming, boy.
And it's
I don't know. But the situation, it doesn't make sense. And then for the boss, what is he, the chief, to say, man, well, this is blah, I don't buy that from the chief. But he has to say something to make it seem good. GKP says, yes, Josh, if they bring a weapon to school, arrest,
immediately.
Arrest they behind immediately. I can't say what the aspirin bottle he put on there. But at any rate, I agree with that, GKP. If they do bring a weapon to school.
Let's see.
Yes.
Jed says, remember the black cop in Minnesota that shot that white lady? And I think I do. The next day, his own police department had a press conference and apologized to that woman, her family, and get the entire nation of Australia, which was her native country. Not a full 2 days later. Wow. So I guess what he's trying
but what happened to the officer?
That's a good question. Okay, let's see. Here it is. I think that's what, just put a new comment under Jay's. He's now serving jail time.
Okay.
Dude got no leave, union protection, or anything.
Okay. Is he a white officer?
It's another good question. I don't know, because I think I remember that a little bit. It was a while ago, though.
Yeah.
Maybe last year.
Okay. Well, they really
acted pretty quickly.
Threw the book at him,
yeah.
But that's a question, Jet. Do you know?
And see, hardest people, because there's nothing wrong. People don't have a problem with swift action, right? But we need.
Okay, Jet says he's a black officer.
Okay. If you don't take swift action across the board, people have a problem with it. Like with this lady, white or black, whatever. But I'm glad that she got justice, and I'm glad they acted swiftly if it was unjustified shooting. And that's the way it should be.
Well,
and I think a lot of black folks are like, all we want is that. That's all.
Well, and then like you said too, we're not complaining about the officer being fired.
No.
But whoever it is, white, black, red knees, no knees, or knock knees, if they've done something wrong, they need to be punished. So, and that's just the way it is. I don't understand why, in certain cases, they allow on and even they have the video of a lot of things that happen.
Yeah.
Officers shooting and killing people and things of this nature. And they say, well, it has to be investigated and blah, 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 and all that kind of stuff. But they need to start doing this to all across the board to everyone. If they're committed, if they're into something happens, then, hey, you got the evidence, this person needs to be fired, So, but anyway, Jet makes another comment. What did he say there?
Muhammad Noor, I think. I think he's saying that's the name of the officer.
Okay.
Ethiopian descent, I think, which probably made it worse. Well,
what do you mean? Whoa. What do you mean made it worse? How could that make it? He's a officer.
Well, I'm guessing the fact that he's probably
he said Ethiopian. That made it worse.
And his name is Muhammad. So
Lord.
They probably beat him before they put him in jail.
Come on, Jet.
I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
You can't be all that and then out here shooting people.
Yeah, well, his name wasn't Muhammad probably before, but he probably changed it.
Yeah, that's what
that's the consequences you have to pay when you go Muhammad style.
Well, see, that's a whole nother conversation.
That's another whole conversation. Anyway.
Oh, man.
901-213-6020. And I tell you what, Josh, we're going to take a break, but I tell you what. Oh! Big topic coming up next.
Yeah,
my goodness.
Let's do that next.
Yeah. And you can still comment on this particular topic. Whoa. Anyway.
He's quoting you. Hey, you know what? We ought to get some t-shirts, some of Bob's catchphrases.
Yeah.
In the headlines. I'm going to ask y'all this right off bat. Would y'all buy a whoa? Y'all know this. Would y'all buy a t-shirt that says whoa? And would y'all buy in the headlines today shirt?
Yeah.
Y'all let me know. Let me know. You never know what may happen in the future.
I don't know. I might just
or a TalkBackLive shirt.
Yeah, or maybe some underwear around the band of the underwear. Whoa. I don't know. Anyway, we need to take a break right now.
It's like say, whoa, don't.
Anyway, yes. Yeah. All right. We'll take a break. We're coming back with a hot topic. Indeed, you don't want to miss this one, folks. 901-213-6020 is the number to call. And your comments are flowing in on Facebook. Continue the conversation there. And we'll be back with another hot topic on the way. Starting your day off at 68 degrees. It got cool last night in a lot of areas. Some places got down in the low 50s.
You know, I was out around 5 this morning. I was surprised how cool it was.
Yes, it got pretty chilly last night, overnight. Yeah. And but hey, is it going to stay that way? We'll find out in just a little bit, maybe, and come back with some more hot topics and your conversation. You're listening to Talk Back Live with Bob
and Josh,
and it is now 8:49, 49 minutes past the hour, 8 o'clock Central Time, and a very pleasant good morning to you on a Tuesday morning. We'll be back.
Are you tired of going to the doctor with the same issue over and over again and never getting any relief? Are you tired of buying all types of vitamins and supplements, hoping but not knowing for sure that they will keep you healthy? Or are you getting enough of the right kind of nutrients that your specific body needs? If you answer yes to any of these questions, you need a nutritional blood analysis. With a nutritional blood analysis, we can take one drop of blood from a prick of your finger and analyze your body's nutritional needs, nutritional deficiencies, and nutritional imbalances. This analysis can provide an early warning of possible future health challenges so you can make the changes now to avoid the negative outcome. A nutritional blood analysis can be used to monitor a health challenge before and after adopting an approach to restore health and balance. It will also allow you the ability to determine the effectiveness of various approaches to restoring and balancing your health. So don't wait. Make your appointment. Stop guessing with your health. Know what works for sure. 901-602-7063.
Graphic Printing, located at 890 East Range Road in Memphis, a complete print shop for all your printing needs. They do it all: color copies, resumes, funeral programs, rubber stamps, full-color business cards, wedding and graduation invitations, and more. 30-plus years of quality work and service. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m., located at 890 East Range Road in Memphis, Tennessee, 901-345-9294. Graphic Printing. CJ Used Appliances, located at 3530 Jackson Avenue here in Memphis, Tennessee. Call them at 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances has the best prices in town. Sales and service, heating and air. Also the best appliances you'll find anywhere in the Mid-South. Refrigerators, microwave stoves, washers and dryers, deep freezers, dishwashers, whatever you need in used appliances. And folks, I'll tell you, they're the best used appliances anywhere you'll find. That's CJ Used Appliances, 3530 Jackson Avenue. All appliances come with warranty. You can call them at 901-487-7882. Again, 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances. Welcome back to the show, Talk Back Live with Bob
and Josh.
And it is now 53 minutes past the hour, 8 o'clock Central Time, and a very pleasant good morning to you on a Tuesday morning. It is still Tuesday. I mean, it is Tuesday.
Yes.
Still Tuesday. Well, Tuesday started at midnight, so
true.
It's still Tuesday.
It's
I can say it that way. All right, 901-213-6020 is the number to call, and we were talking about the 6-year-old being arrested.
Yes, and we were also talking about GKP buying those whoa draws.
Whoa!
The whoa draws.
And Talk Back Live on the back. And whoa in the front. I guess that's what he's talking about. He said, sign me up. He
was
said,
a t-shirt,
not for the underwear, though. Yeah.
Hey, JD adds another comment. My underwear will probably read what I got to do right now. Go. We'll return shortly. Okay,
my goodness. Go. Okay, we understand. And
well, you remember gotta go right now?
Gotta go right now.
That old commercial.
Yeah, indeed. All right. Let's go to the phone lines. Who do we have?
To send a voice.
All right, welcome to the show. Good morning on a Tuesday.
Hey, how you guys doing, man?
Doing good. How you doing?
What's up, James?
Just James?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hey, look, that brother Muhammad Noor, or the cat.
Yeah.
It was Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they all the stuff they normally do, they didn't do none of that for him.
Yeah.
He didn't get no support from the police union. Like, normally when a police officer kills a black person, the coons and all that, immediately they start saying, "Hey, it's a hard job. You got to give them the benefit of the doubt. We need to support the officer's family. Because they do this, they just a bunch of nonsense, right?
Right.
He got none of that.
Yeah.
And he went into a alley, and the woman jumped on his car, and he shot her. Or something. It was something like she jumped in front of him out of the dark
on his car,
or something like that. She jumped. He went to investigate a problem,
right?
And the Australian woman jumped on his car, or jumped in front of him, which was actually, if you really break it down, I don't agree with him shooting anybody. I think he shouldn't have done it, but if you really break it down, it startled him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did.
An Australian woman on the roof
in an alley too.
Yeah. They didn't buy that. He's gone. He didn't have a chance. It was over with for him. So so much for him, man. Because I knew his goose was cooked. I say they ain't gonna let him get away with it. They might let them white boys get away with it, but they not gonna let this brother get away with that. They not gonna let you go out there and just kill someone and give you a bunch of excuses. When they kill a Negro, they could care less because he's worthless to them. And that's when you'll get 50. Even right now, they'll give a billion excuses always. What about the officer's family? And the officers is at home. We're investigating. But they don't do that with the Negro. When you kill a white woman, your goose is cooked.
Oh, my. Yeah, do you think that's everywhere, though, James?
Yeah. Yeah, in America.
Okay. Well,
if I was an officer, I'd be very careful. I think I would not walk out there thinking, okay, I could be like these other guys who get away with the murder. They ain't gonna let me get away with it.
Yeah.
Unless I kill a black man, then we know, and I'm just trying to be for real. We know they don't have no value.
Okay. Yeah.
So they don't care about popping one of them off.
And it's the same thing you think that happened with the guy down in Florida.
Oh yeah, that's why because they don't even see. Look, they don't see black folks as human. See, when you see it that way, you understand why they do what they do. Yeah, they'll cuff up a kid, man. They don't care. Now, would he do his daughter that way? Think about that. No. But a little black kid, he'll traumatize a little black. They don't care. Because it's like, man, don't common sense tell you not to do that? No, because they're not human.
Okay, so James,
they're animals.
So you're telling me that if this little girl that he arrested in Florida, this officer, if she had been white, it would have been a worse situation. Or if it had been a white officer.
Are you talking about in Florida?
Yeah. If it had been a white officer that arrested this black girl, do you think it would have been different? Because, I mean, you know, that's bad. That's terrible.
Yeah.
I think that I don't think there's any difference, but I'm saying I think you got to understand the police see black people as animals. Now they're brainwashed to think that as they work that position over time, it becomes a part of the way they just view society. When they ride down the streets, they see a white guy, they don't see an animal. White guy out jogging, no animal. Black man out, animal. Black girl playing with skates, animal. The kid doesn't even. It doesn't even because they're brainwashed. Do you listen to these guys when they talk? Yeah. I'm saying, do you listen to police when they talk? You can hear it. It comes out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Black guy, he's an animal. Black child, well, he's an animal. You don't let his youth fool you. You can't fool me with that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's unfortunate, Bob. Everybody doesn't see the world, like someone like you who probably doesn't see it like that. But
I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. I'm saying it does happen, but as wide or as broad as we say it is happening, some people would question that.
Well, the girl that girl that was in a bikini and that white cop jumped on. First of all, she's a. I'm just saying, when you think about it, okay, she's 15 in a bikini. Mm-hmm. You're a grown ass man, and you throw her to the ground and jump on her back and handcuff her, and you don't see any problem with that. Now, she got $55,000. She sued the city. But I'm saying, when you see that tells you they don't see them as humans. They see them as animals.
Mm-hmm.
What could she have a weapon in a bikini? She got a bikini. You're a grown man. What are you doing putting your hands on a 15-year-old child?
Yeah.
Throwing her to the ground.
I remember that.
I remember that story.
Texas, yeah.
Texas, that's what I thought.
We talked about that some years ago. Yeah.
I'm just saying, when you think about it, just think about it. That doesn't even make sense.
Mm-hmm.
You're a grown man. You got a family, so you probably got daughters. Would you want me to go and grab your 14, 15-year-old daughter?
Can you imagine, James? I couldn't help but think what you're saying. Can you imagine the outrage if that was a white little girl and her parents saw an officer doing that to her, white or black, to be honest? Can you imagine the outrage that would... Yeah.
How long you think that guy would not be fired? You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. And, I mean...
And Charles, you know what? And, in this world, Josh, he'd be charged. Like, if that was you or me, we wouldn't just be fired. We would be facing charges of aggravated assault and attempted rape.
Attempted rape. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
I'm serious. No, you're joking. And you know what? If we went in front of bro, we got a strong chance of being convicted.
This is scary.
Well, you saw what he did. You're a grown man. You shouldn't have put your hand. How dare you?
Yeah.
That's a scary thought. Yeah.
The white boy got away with it, though. Because like I said, they don't see black folks as humans. So if you know that, understand why they do what they do, because you're not surprised.
Okay.
But hey, look, real quick, I wanted to ask you guys, did you guys hear that Breakfast Club interview?
Which one?
Breakfast Club.
With Malik Yoba.
No, I didn't.
Did you know Malik Yoba, right? The guy from New York Undercover?
Yeah, I know who you're talking
about. He's come out and said he dated dudes, transsexuals.
Oh, come on, man. Really? I guess I shouldn't be surprised anymore. But, man.
Well, he said that he dates, he said he's heterosexual, but he dates trans women who he says are women, so therefore he's hetero.
Yeah, see, he trying to find a loophole. No. You can't say you're heterosexual and you're doing that. No.
That's what he said, man.
I'm not a supporter of dating See, and you know what? People will try
what he's doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, people will try to shame men that don't want to date. These men that are now women.
Yeah.
And those folks will say, "Oh, you're being big." No, it's because I don't want to do it.
That's not a real woman.
I'm not. No.
But see, Bob, you can't say that. Now, I'm with you, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
It's absurd to even suggest that a man in makeup or whatever is a woman. That doesn't make him a woman.
Yeah.
But they saying that it does.
Well, you know as well as I know, and look, a man and a woman, when you look, James,
Man, look.
when you touch a man and then you touch a woman, it just feels different. Okay,
it's a tremendous
it's a big difference. Okay.
I know from playing football with men, that's about my extent of touching men, just football.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
But beyond that, I have no experience touching men. But you know what I don't understand about guys like Malik is why can't you just be gay? Like, why can't you just come out of the closet and say you're gay? Why do you have to be heterosexual? Or, like, why can't you just admit that you're gay?
Stop beating around the bush.
Yeah, come on. Exactly.
Why did we...
Can you imagine trying to, justify that you're not? But yes, her name used to be Jerome, but now it's what? What's her name with a J? A female name? Jerry or
Jessica.
Jessica. Yeah.
I do not understand the guys who sleep with those men and do it from a position of it's some macho domination type. I'm more macho than you guys because I get down with these sissies.
That ain't nothing macho about that.
Well, these days, James, most people say, hey, everybody has their own right and their own opinion to do whatever they want to be, and we can't criticize them because that's just the way they like. Hey, if they like white, if they, what is it called, northern beans, and somebody else like pinto beans, hey, they have a choice to like what they want, So, these days, people talk about you funny and look at you if you say anything about that type of stuff today. So that's become for some people, that's become the norm. Let them do what they want. Hey, you don't have a choice. I don't even get concerned and think about that stuff. All the time at all. But it's just that people say, hey, let them do what they want. So,
folks have lost their mind.
They want young kids like in sixth grade, was it first grade? They want kids in first grade. Mm-hmm. By the time, say, you hit the 10th grade, right? I'm talking about from now to the 10th grade, they want those boys to view boys in dressing, like the boys that's at that school in that neighborhood who are gay, I guess. Mm-hmm. They want them to view them as viable options as opposed to having a female companion. Mm. They want them to view. I mean, that's what they want to look at them and say, "Hey, look, I'm dating this trans woman. So that's a dude, man. No, man, it's a woman." Mm. Yeah, and that's where we're going. And I don't know.
I agree.
Bob, what are we gonna do with women?
Yeah,
if the guys gonna do that, what are we gonna do with the women?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? It's like, are we trying to end our own reproductive processes? You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you do, that man ain't gonna have no baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
what are you doing?
And you can't tell me you can't tell the difference in a man and a woman by looking at them, if they don't have any clothes on. So I'm just saying,
come on.
Some things, anyway. All right, James.
They say
okay, bro.
Funny that way.
We appreciate you. Thanks for the call.
All right.
901-213-6020. And
ain't nobody commented on that.
Nobody commented on that. No, let me stay away from that. No, let me stay away from that.
There's a lot of folk watching, but they ain't say
nothing about that. Man. But why didn't you people come? I mean, you people. Why didn't someone come on and say something about that? Do you agree or disagree? What James was saying. I mean, come on now.
Now I know you had a topic. I don't know if you want to.
Anyway, yeah.
We still got some time.
How much time we have left here? It's 9:08, 8 minutes past the hour, 9 o'clock. A very pleasant good morning to you. Coming up later on in the show, Tamara Henderson. Yes, from the Nutritional Blood Analysis will be our guest. And so
a lot more stuff she does.
Oh, yeah. You want to stick around for that coming up later on in the show. I don't know, should I ask this question now or should I save it for tomorrow?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a good question.
I better say that for
you think
tomorrow.
So?
Yeah.
Well, we do have another story if you want to get to that.
Well, we have another story. Let's talking about a Bible museum. What is going on?
First of all, I must say this. I didn't know this existed, right?
Yeah.
In this area.
I didn't either.
Mm-hmm. Like, no clue. No clue this was even around. But evidently it's been around for a while. Bible Museum in Collierville.
Maybe they don't advertise enough. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good question. Good point. I'm not sure why it sounds so hollow. It's throwing me off. But anyway.
I don't think you're directly enough into it like I... Yeah.
Okay, like that.
Yeah.
Well,
pull it back closer to you there. There you go. Okay. All right.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Now I hear my deepness of my voice.
Okay.
But anyway, man. So Bible Museum in Collierville. And the reason why this is a topic is because they want to make some improvements to their business.
Mm-hmm.
So they went to the county commission. Got for some money or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
And now they are being attacked, so to speak, by the Freedom from Religion organization.
And the Freedom from Religion, is that what it's called?
That's Freedom from Religion organization.
That's an atheist organization.
Yes, and they don't agree with anybody.
No, especially if it's got anything to do with the Bible.
Yeah, exactly.
They're atheists. They say they're atheists. Some people don't know what they're talking about. I'm an atheist. No, you don't. You don't know what you're talking about. You believe in... You believe. Either you... Anyway. Okay, let's play the story.
Yeah, let's
play the news clip here. And folks, take a listen to this. And this is going to explain the whole details on what's going on with this atheist group. They call themselves the Freedom for what?
Freedom from Religion.
The Freedom from Religion. You need to be freed from religion. It's what they call it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And what they have to say concerning the Shelby County Commissioner supporting and giving funding to this Bible Museum, which is a religious organization. Is that right? Take a listen to this.
Here we go.
Wants to stop the Shelby County Commission from giving a Bible museum in Collierville a $10,000 grant.
Yeah, the money is supposed to be used for staffing, education, and marketing, but the Freedom from Religion Foundation says giving the Bible Museum money is unconstitutional. Senior investigator Jenny DePricio joins us live in the studio now to break this all down. Jenny.
Yeah, this is the letter sent to the Shelby County Commission. It questions why public money would be used to fund what it says is a religious organization. The Bible Museum is a fixture on Collierville's town square. Its executive director likens it to a history museum.
We are a Bible museum, and so inherently it is faith-based in that regard.
In this letter,
this group wants to stop the
its executive director The County Commission, the Freedom from Religion Foundation states the Bible Museum on the square is without a doubt a religious organization whose goal is to spread a particular religious message. It goes on to say providing funding violates taxpayers' religious liberty by forcing them to support a religion they don't believe in. This tells taxpayers that Shelby County prefers not only religion over non-religion, but Christianity over all faiths.
Obviously, they're entitled to their position, their opinion. This is America.
Any nonprofit group can ask the commission for grant money. Shelby County Commissioner David Bradford sponsored the grant request for the Bible Museum. Bradford was out of the country, but in an email said, "It is my understanding that the county attorney reviews all grants prior to them reaching the committee floor. Due to the concern over the Museum of Biblical History grants, I've requested the attorney take another look at the grant." Bradford said if the attorney has any issues, they will take it up at Monday's meeting.
We are hoping Monday they decide not to go forward with this grant. We always try to solve these issues through education and communication rather than through litigation or other legal means.
Now, the executive director of the museum says there's no reason his museum shouldn't get the money. He added he's not the first faith-based group, and he won't be the last to apply for the grant money. We'll have to see what happens. Jenny DePrizio, Local 24 News.
Okay, so you're not supposed to give any money or to a religious organization? Well, you know, that's they're a church or a religious organization, and so, you know, every other organization in Shelby County, you know, maybe we can pay some, money and give some money to them, but to a religious organization or a group, we're not supposed to take tax dollars and give it to a religious organization, so they call it.
You know what gets on my nerves? Because first of all, this is not even a...
Turn me up a bit. Okay.
This is not even a church. This is a business, right? And of course it is Christian-based, right? Mm-hmm. You're talking about a Bible museum and all that stuff. So I'm like this, man. Whatever to the folks that aren't happy about that business existing, because to me that's clearly what this is all about. Mm-hmm. They're not just not liking the fact of taxpayer money going to this. They don't like the fact that the business even exists, and they want it to be gone, and this is their way roundabout of going about it. Look, now if you want to be an atheist, okay, whatever, right? That's your problem.
Okay. We have another audio, right, on this where the Shelby County Commission went ahead and voted.
Yeah, and I was going to get to that.
Okay,
I'm just talking about the original, the story, because there is an update.
Right.
Y'all heard they were talking about Monday was going to take place.
Yeah.
Which was yesterday. So, and then, because I had to pull that up, and I didn't want to get off what I was saying. Just
no. Go ahead.
Yeah, but and then my thing is, it's annoying to see organizations like this. If you want to be that way, that's you. You got them, you got the LGBT community, all that stuff.
But they want to support the LGBTQSOORNS EEDT community. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, give them taxpayers dollars. They're just like everybody else, any other business. But then when it comes to a Bible museum, no, you can't, I don't want my... Some people are saying, I don't want my tax dollars, so go to a religious organization. I don't believe that way. So why should my taxpayers' dollars go towards something that I don't believe? So there's a lot of things that you don't believe in that are organizations around Shelby County that your taxpayers' dollars go to, and you don't even know it. So... But with this Bible museum, now all of a sudden people saying, well, I don't believe that way, so I don't want my tax. Okay, so what are we going to do? Find out who's a Christian who believes this way and who's paying the tax, their money, and find out, okay, how much of that money that Christians are paying that don't mind money going to this museum, and then we take out of that and then pay some. I mean, come on, folks. There are Christians. What about the people that do pay taxes, that are believers, that do believe in a museum like this? So we're just going to be concerned about the few people that don't believe in it, and so that's going to say, okay, you don't need to support them at all because there are some people that don't believe that way. Well, there's a lot of people that do believe that way are paying taxpayers' money. So what are you going to do with those folks? You're going to take their money and give it to something they don't believe, but yet you do it all the time. People don't complain about that.
That's a thought.
You know, so, and if the Christians are somebody that do believe in the Christian organization or business like this, if they do complain, they're saying, well, hey, you can't complain about your taxpayers' dollars. That is your business to pay your taxes in this county. And so whatever we do with it is none of your business. I mean, that's what they would tell a Christian taxpayer.
Yeah.
But now they're concerned about the handful of people that are not believers, that don't believe in something like this. All of a sudden, you're concerned about those few. Well, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So what are we going to do? It is, it's, but we have an update.
Yes, here's the update. And it's real quick, and short and sweet. But this is what happened yesterday after the vote.
Take a listen.
Shelby County Commissioners want to spend even more money helping a Bible museum in Collierville than the Bible Museum wants. And that brought out protesters from an atheist group opposed to the funding. The Freedom from Religion Foundation attended today's commission meeting denouncing the proposal to give $10,000 to boost the museum. But just before 4 this afternoon, commissioners didn't just give the project the green light, they threw in an extra $5.
Oh, wow. Whoa. I mean, good for you.
You know,
Shelby County Commission. They threw in, say, hey, they just want this. I tell you what, let's give them an extra $5,000. You know, so, hey, they can do what they need to do with this Bible museum. Now, the organization that they say they're atheist, what makes you an atheist? I don't understand. Why can you say, okay, just because you say the group is called what? Freedom from Religious Organization?
Yeah.
And they say they're an atheist group. Okay. All right. Just because you say you're an atheist, does that mean that God's going to not exist anymore? He's just going to go away and disappear? Just because you say you're an atheist, it's not going to change the fact Jesus Christ is alive, that God is real. He's not going anywhere. Eventually you are. But that's not going to change anything. You know, so it just, you know, I don't understand when people say, well, you know, I just don't believe. Well, if you don't believe, then it's not for you. You know, all things are possible to them that believe.
You know
but what I'm saying, my point is this. Yeah. It's not going to change anything just because you don't believe. And this organization now, the Shelby County Commission has voted to give them not only what they asked for, but $5,000 more to do what they want to do what they need to do. And hats off to the Shelby County Commission.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. And, you know, I never understood about, like, you know, atheist groups or whatever. If you want to call them like atheist groups, organizations. Yeah. Well, yeah, but anyway. But what I'm saying is, what I never understood about that whole thing is that you spend so much time combating something that you don't believe in. I mean, why not just not believe in it and move on?
Yeah.
Why do you want to, you know, try to just disrupt everything?
That's just evil. You know, that's just evil.
Like,
they don't want it, and they don't want you to have it.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want it. Yeah. I don't want you to have it. You know, even though you believe in it, I'm trying to take something from you.
Yeah.
That's what they want. That's what they want.
That's what I understand. Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. I think the Shelby County Commission looked at this as a grumpy bunch of fools, and they said, okay, we're not going to be a part of this, and, it is what it is.
Yeah. And real quick, we get a phone call in before our guest join us today, 901-213-6020. The topics that we discussed and what maybe something you have on your mind you want to tell us the next few minutes that we have left before our guests come on today. And hey, you want to stand by and hear our guests.
Yes.
Whoa.
And y'all been hearing us talk about Tamara Henderson.
Yes.
And, it's with the commercials and everything we talked about. But hear from our own voice on the show today as well.
You're going to get a lot more information than what we can get and what you hear on the commercial.
Yes. And you never know what could happen if you do listen.
It's going to be detailed, and man, is it going to be some good, valuable information coming from her, the nutritional expert. And I think we're going to be talking to our guest.
Is that her?
I think that's our guest.
All right, so we can go to break.
Yeah, let's go to the break.
All right.
Let's see. Is this our guest? Is this Tamara Henderson? Well. Nobody's there now. Okay. All right. Anyway. I didn't see her name on it. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
But it may have been a caller that just hung up. Okay. But hey, I tell you what, we're going to take a break right here, and when we come back, we are going to be talking to Tamara Henderson, nutritional blood analysis microscopy. Did I get it right? Okay, and we'll be talking to her and some other things she's got to talk about coming up.
Oh, James.
James, welcome to the show.
Yeah, hey, what's up, man? I just wanted to make a quick comment for the guests. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Look, Bob, and you know it, the homosexual, because, see, I'm saying with this biblical thing, all these guys coming out, I'm an atheist. A lot of them guys gay. The homosexual.
Oh, come on, James. No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, James. I don't.
Hey, no, I'm being for real.
Okay.
The homosexual hates the Bible.
Okay.
See, a lot of these guys are atheists. They don't believe, so they're sort of passive. But the homosexual hates it because it prevents him from doing what he wants to do. Mm-hmm. And it teaches people not to participate in that. So, of course, he hates it. No, I'm saying, look, Bob, I study a lot of stuff. I'm telling you, these gay people, they hate that stuff. They don't want no type of churches. They don't want nobody out here talking about no preaching. Because, and then when you, like you said, because the guy said, he was trying to justify being a transsexual. There ain't nothing in the Bible about being a trans. No, he's a homosexual. Forget that trans stuff. He's gay. All that weak stuff, that's some other stuff. But it's clear on that point.
Yeah.
And he deliberately. So I said, well, look how they lie. Look how they just blatantly lie. And this gay dude that's running for office or whatever, this guy, he's trying. I wouldn't trust him.
Man,
don't. I wouldn't buy into that. No, I would not buy into that. I'm mad. That
which
gay
guy
stuff.
is that?
Oh, the gay guy in Memphis, right? The police officer.
Yeah.
Oh, the former police officer. Yeah. Okay, he may be still a police. I don't know, but yeah, I got you.
You guys, because see, you guys are Christian guys. See, but anyhow, it's an affront to you guys and people like stuff. Whenever they try to get that stuff balanced or even, they can't stand even because of your faith, your religion, and what's in that book. Because they have to take it out of the book, like you said, they got to remove it out of the book. They can't say you're a practicing homosexual and you're a pastor.
Yeah,
so you can't. It's impossible.
It's impossible. Yes.
And so that's what I'm
saying. It kind of goes to when the comments just came in. GKP said, "What about the homosexual preachers?" Yeah. James, and you kind of just addressed that with the whole thing with this police officer, because ironically, his husband is a pastor.
Is a pastor, yeah.
So that just shows how stupid they all are. To be honest with you, him and his wife or husband, whatever they want to go by.
Well,
but
James, James, when you put pipes together, when you put plugs and things together, there's got to be one. There's got to be what? A female, and the other one's got to be what?
A male in.
A male in. Yeah. I mean, stuff like that has better common sense to know that it's got to be that way. And then human beings, you can put a male and a male together, or a female plug a female. It won't work. You can't plug it. You've got to have a male in and a female in order for it to work, James.
You're right. Bob, throughout our history, because, that's what I'm saying. The problem is the Bible wasn't written 2 months ago. It wasn't written 100 years ago.
Yeah.
Throughout history, societies have had a problem with their behavior.
Yeah.
That's a problematic behavior. So they said these particular people, we have to eliminate these people from our groups because we don't like this influence. Now, so it's a reason they did that. So I'm saying as this stuff starts to become normalized, you see how it's starting to have all these conflicts and problems?
Mm-hmm.
Because you can't do it that way. You either going to be one way or the other, but you can't say I'm gay. I mean, I'm dating transsexual men, but I'm straight.
Yeah, that's true.
I agree.
Hey, James, our guest is about to call, and
okay,
man, we appreciate the call.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, and I'm glad they gave them that money too, Bob.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Appreciate it.
Okay, yeah, thank you, man. All right. Yes, right, exactly. Let's see. Deborah Henderson, we'll get her on. She had joined us. Yes. Let's take a quick break, a commercial too. We'll be back after this. Folks, you don't want to miss what's about to come your way. Hey, it is heavy. All right, it's good for you as well. We take a break with our special guest. You're listening to Talkback Live with Bob.
And
9:29, 29 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock Central Time, and a very pleasant good morning to you on a Tuesday morning. We'll be back.
Are you tired of going to the doctor with the same issue over and over again and never getting any relief? Are you tired of buying all types of vitamins and supplements, hoping but not knowing for sure that they will keep you healthy? Or are you getting enough of the right kind of nutrients that your specific body needs? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you need a nutritional blood analysis. With a nutritional blood analysis, we can take 1 drop of blood from a prick of your finger and analyze your body's nutritional needs, nutritional deficiencies, and nutritional imbalances. This analysis can provide an early warning of possible future health challenges so you can make the changes now to avoid the negative outcome. A nutritional blood analysis can be used to monitor a health challenge before and after adopting an approach to restore health and balance. It will also allow you the ability to determine the effectiveness of various approaches to restoring and balancing your health. So don't wait. Make your appointment. Stop guessing with your health. Know what works for sure. 901-602-7063.
Graphic Printing, located at 890 East Range Road in Memphis, a complete print shop for all your printing needs. They do it all: color copy, resumes, funeral programs, rubber stamp, full color business cards, wedding and graduation invitations, and more. 30 plus years of quality work and service. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Located at 890 East Range Road in Memphis, Tennessee, 901-345-9294. Graphic Printing. CJ Used Appliances, located at 3530 Jackson Avenue here in Memphis, Tennessee. Call them at 901-487 877-7882. CJU Supplies has the best prices in town. Sales and service, heating and air. Also the best appliances you'll find anywhere in the Mid-South. Refrigerators, microwave stoves, washers and dryers, deep freezers, dishwashers, whatever you need in used appliances. And folks will tell you they're the best used appliances anywhere you'll find. That's CJU Appliances, 3530 Jackson Avenue. All appliances come with warranty. You can call them at 901-487-7882. Again, 901-487-7882. CJU Appliances.
C&S Motors Auto Sales, located at 2508 Sun Avenue, here in Memphis, Tennessee. Call them at 901-323-8778. C&S Motors Auto Sales has been around since 1984. Go by and see Chris Day for some of the best pre-owned and used vehicles in the city. They have SUVs, minivans, cars, trucks, whatever you're looking for in pre-owned used vehicles. Hey, you can find it right there at C&S Motors Auto Sales. See Chris since 1984. They will treat you right. Call them at 901-323-8778. That's 901-323-8778. 2508 Sun Avenue, C&S Motors Auto Sales.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol, here to explain the Tennessee Hands-Free Law, which is a new state law effective July 1st, 2019. In Public Chapter 412, it makes it illegal for a driver to hold a cell phone or a mobile device with any part of their body, to write, send, or read any text-based communication, to reach for a cell phone or a mobile device in a manner that requires the driver to no longer be in a seated driving position or properly restrained by a seatbelt, to watch a video or a movie on a cell phone or a mobile device, and to record or broadcast video on a cell phone or a mobile device. So, can I still talk on my cell phone while driving? Yes. A driver is permitted to use an earpiece, headphone device, or a device worn on a wrist to conduct a voice-based communication. The driver may use one button on a cell phone or a mobile device to initiate or terminate voice communication, and voice-based communication may also be used to send a text message. Learn more at handsfreetn.com.
Welcome back to the show, Talk Back Live with Bob
and Josh.
And it's 9:35, 35 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock Central Time, and a very pleasant good morning to you on a Tuesday morning. And starting your day off, 68 degrees. It got cold last night. Well, cool.
I don't know about cold.
Cold,
but it is fall, right?
Some areas 50 degrees. They got down to 50 degrees in some areas last night. That's cold.
Wow, that is cold.
That is cold, and okay, all right, we're ready for our next guest, and our guest, and ladies and gentlemen, and we're glad to have her on today. She is the founder and president of what we talk about, the nutritional blood analysis, and she has another name for it, and I may mess it up, but at any rate,
hey, SPA as well. So we're gonna talk about that too.
What is it? Microscopy. Microscopy, and but hey.
Hold on. Hey, I want to know, did we say it right?
Did we say that right?
I know Bob didn't say it right. Did I say it right?
No, you did not.
Oh.
No, neither one of us said it right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Miss Tamara Henderson. We hear a lot about the nutritional blood analysis and things.
Yeah, how you doing?
And how you doing this morning?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you two?
We're doing great. Thank you for asking. Hey, look, Tamara, man, I don't know where to start. I mean, you're talking about the blood analysis.
Diving right in. And, before you do that, because I know we're moving so fast here, first, I need to ask, how do you say the M word before we mess it up again?
Microscopy.
Microscopy.
Okay.
Microscopy.
Yes.
I got it now. Okay.
I knew it. I knew that's what it was.
Microscopy. Got it. Okay. All right. Tamara, man, this, what you're talking about, we talk about a nutritional blood analysis. And you always say, all I need is 1 drop of blood from the end of your finger. That's what you need, right, to get it started.
That's right. You'll be surprised as the information you can discover about a person's health with just 1 drop of blood. The analysis is very different from when you go to the doctor. Mm-hmm. They're going to take a lot of blood from you because they must send it to a lab.
Right.
Well, with me, it's a little bit different. I am the lab. So all I need is 1 drop. And I put it directly under the microscope right then while the cells are still living and moving around.
Right. Okay, so now you take that drop of blood and then you put it under your microscope or your great equipment that you have there, and then they can see everything, not only just hear you talk about it, but they can actually see it themselves on high definition.
Absolutely. My microscope is hooked up to a high-definition TV that sits right beside the person, and so I magnify the cells 40,000 times, so you can actually see the shape of your blood cells, your white blood cells, your platelets, what's happening, what's crawling around in your blood plasma. Oh, wow. You can see all of that, and then I just help you understand what that reveals about your health.
Hey, see, that and honestly, that sounds a little scary at the same time.
Crawling around and all that
in
stuff.
my blood plasma, you know.
Okay, go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, so what exactly are we, when you do it, right, what exactly can a person find out, you know, through this whole thing?
Well, nutritional microscopy is a preventative tool. It's an information tool. Mm-hmm. What I'm able to do is provide you with information about your body. Mm-hmm. A lot of times we don't know what's happening in our bodies until something breaks. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, that's the wrong time to find out. Because you think about it, if you knew that there was a blade on the right side of you, if you knew it was there, you know not to go too close, right? Mm-hmm. Well, same thing with your body. If you don't know that something is there, then you can't protect yourself from it. Mm-hmm. So what the analysis does, it reveals what is actually the truth, what's so that you don't have to wait till a doctor diagnoses. You can start taking preventative measures now. If you're too inflamed, that will show. If your digestive system is not functioning properly, why wait till you get diagnosed with colon cancer? Can't we see whether your colon is functioning correctly now? And if it's not, start making changes instead of waiting till it's been going wrong so long that now things have mutated and shoot, they're about to start giving you treatment.
Okay, when you say make changes, what are you talking about? How do you what type of changes you talking about when you see these things like you said, like maybe something's going wrong with your colon, it's not moving like it should?
It's very simple things you can do because God made the body to actually heal itself. Okay. If you know what's going on, then you can use the herbs of the land and the right hydration. You can see what you need to change very simply. When they say an ounce of prevention is worth a the prevention methods is a lot simpler than if you wait till it breaks. It's going to cost you a lot more later. So, I mean, we can things in our diet and things as far as, you know, I'm big on hydration. Don't play. Yeah. Because the blood is over 83% water, so having the right kind of water is very prevalent for my clients. And a lot of people don't even know they're drinking the wrong kind. But trust me, when you see your blood, a lot of things are revealed. And what I like about it is the fact that you know that you should do better. But sometimes you got to be realistic. It takes a little motivation for us to do right. Yeah. And so to actually see what your blood cells are doing, it will wake you up. You will start doing the things you knew you should have been doing years ago, because it is a little scary, but it's better to be scared a little than go to the doctor and something broken.
Okay.
Because you're going to be scared a lot.
Now, how long will it take a person, once they come in your office and they have an appointment scheduled with you, when they go through this, instead of going to a doctor and waiting to get a blood test, they may have a doctor appointment maybe 6 months from now. But they can come in and get an appointment to come in and sit down, and you take take the drop of blood from them, and then you look at it on your microscope and they see it. Okay, what can this person say? Okay, what am I looking at? You'll explain it. Every little thing that you see, you'll explain it to them. Correct?
Absolutely. You just set an appointment with me. And when you come in, that's the time I'm going to see you. We get started on time. The session is about 30 minutes. We take a look at what your cells are doing. I explain everything. And what it does is it provides a path to better health for you. It's a tracking mechanism. I take pictures of where your blood is at that time. Mm-hmm. And then when we finish, I recommend the dietary changes you need to make. Whether you need supplementation, whether you need to go on any type of fast, whatever. I recommend menus. I recommend any therapeutic treatment. Like, I also now have partnered up and I have ownership in a spa, total package. Mm-hmm. I'm able to now offer my clients therapeutic options to help the body's natural healing process activate, speed up. And so I make the recommendation, and when the customer does what I recommend, they schedule a follow-up. Then now we have a measuring stick. When they come back, we look at their blood again. Mm-hmm. They can see the changes.
Okay.
See, I don't have to. I mean, they're going to feel it before their appointment. They're going to feel the difference, but to actually see the difference.
Right.
Because, see, we might see some things in the blood that may not have manifested themselves outside yet, which is good. I'd rather it not.
Mm-hmm.
But to see that, ooh, that was there last time. Ooh, it's not there this time.
Right.
Ooh, this is getting better. You know you're on the right track. Mm-hmm. It's an excellent tool for monitoring any process that you're going through.
Yeah, and we're talking.
Go ahead.
We're talking to Tamara Henderson, the president CEO of Tamara Henderson Nutritional Blood Analysis and Microscopy. Did I say it right that time?
Got it.
I got it. Okay, and. Tamara, when people come in and they take that blood, you take the blood, one drop. It's all you need to look at it, analyze what's going on with them. You'll be able to tell them what's going on, and then you'll be able to recommend to them what they need to do. And that's what I'm hearing, recommendation of what they need to do, what they change in their diet, or whatever you suggest for them to do, right?
Absolutely. And what's really, really great is the fact that we're not getting
you're breaking
supplements.
Up on.
You know what I'm saying? You're not taking supplements hoping that it helps your body. You're going to be doing whatever I ask or suggest to you. You're going to be doing it and seeing and knowing that it's helping your body. Mm-hmm. And by me now being able to with the spa, I mean, we can speed up the process. I mean, I have some people that come to me and they're like, well, I'm just at a weight plateau. I cannot lose any more weight. What do I do? Right. I mean, I said, okay, I've got a 3-step process. First process, let's see where your body is. We do the blood analysis. They get their blood checked. I see everything that's wrong. Okay, these are the changes you need to make. And then I'm like, okay, this is what you're going to do to work on the inside. Now we need to work from the outside in. I recommend the technology. We have a Fit Body Wrap. Mm-hmm. That technology is phenomenal. I mean, and it like I tell my client, I said, okay, we're going to break things down, get your metabolism working right on the inside, but we're also going to use this technology to speed it up. We're going to burn the fat from the outside in using the infrared light. We're going to decrease that waistline at every treatment. I mean, I have clients that have lost over 12 inches in 30 days. That's phenomenal.
Whoa.
12 inches.
Whoa. 12 inches in 30 days?
Yeah. Technology is serious. So, if you got the inside working, I mean, if you're working both angles, inside and out, it takes it to a whole new level.
Okay. Tamara, we start with the blood, and you recommend what they need to do, and then now you have a new thing that you're doing, and it is phenomenal.
Talk about that laser.
And you talk about the laser, and you talk about the wrap. Let's go back a little bit, and I think you went over a little too fast, and tell people what these things are, what do they mean, or why, and how,
yeah, what are they?
And how does this affect the things that they do to protect their blood?
Well, see, when a lot of time, and it's our eating habits. We've let our bodies get totally out of whack, and let's say we lose weight. And then I see the blood, you need to detox. I see parasites. I see you're acidic. I see so much going on in your body. Your digestive system is out of whack. And so we start to change the diet. I get you on a regimen that is going to, like I said, clean it up from the inside. But what I found is we're cleaning the inside, but right now you only have your kidneys and your pancreas trying to detox you, right?
Okay.
Those are your organs for digestion. Yeah. Okay? So, but let's say, because I have some people that come to me and they've got kidney issues. I say, I can't trust that because we're pushing the toxins out. Then they need to come out. So what the technology does, like the Fit Body Wrap, that's one of my favorites.
Okay.
The infrared will allow us to use the biggest organ you have on your body.
Okay.
Your skin.
Okay.
And so we're supposed to sweat. You're supposed to exercise, but a lot of people have knee problems, joint problems. They can't. But I know you need this to clean your blood. So now I've got the Fit Body Wrap. I can put you in that. It's like, I call it like a little spacesuit.
Okay.
You can lie down, so we're not straining your muscles. You can lie down and use the infrared heat to increase your body temperature, so that your oxygen level works in your blood increases, your blood circulation increases, and the organs are being cleaned out because the toxins are able to come out through the sweat. The infrared breaks it, like melts the fat. So that's why my client also ends up losing fat and tightening up their skin, like cellulite, stretch marks, all of that. All of this is happening at the same time. And then they're actually getting a workout because they're going to burn like over 600 calories while they're lying down in this heat.
Wow.
And it's so incredible. Okay. So I get a chance to help them on the outside, like I say, and I'm also helping the inside because that is purifying those cells. And, of course, I'm making sure they're hydrated. Because I'm a certified hydration specialist, because that's all a part of it. The right kind of water will clean those parasites out and actually just oxygenate your blood the way it needs to be. So like I said, it just speeds up everything. It just enhances everything. And then I can take them on the full journey because, once you start losing inches, you really get excited. So once I detox you, then we're moving on to phase 3, and I love our vibration trainer. Oh, I know you've probably seen that. That's
okay,
when you kind of
go ahead.
I know you saw that. That's incredible. That's like 10 minutes, no strain on the joints, 10 minutes on the vibration trainer, and just equivalent of an hour workout. And see, my clients like that. We all naturally lazy. So you like, hey, 10 minutes, I can do that. So we got a whole plan we put together for you. So I've got my 3-step process.
Yeah.
We're going to find out what's wrong. I make the recommendations of what you need. Then we get to your detox and you know what I'm saying?
We got a question coming in.
And I saw
on
the first
Facebook.
One. Can I get that first one?
Before
the
read that. Yeah.
I know Jet was asking about the cost for this, for getting this whole process that you want to do.
Yeah, he said he remembered from last time. I think he did it last time. Somebody he knew, several people he knew that did this last time, and probably they'll be coming back again. And the cost, they said, is very, very reasonable than what they thought. Most people would think, okay, this would cost you an arm and a leg to do it, and he says, he's making the point that is very, very reasonable, and surprised probably at the cost of what it costs to get this done.
Yeah, it is very reasonable because I think my blood analysis is only $75, and it's the cheapest blood test you will ever take.
You ain't joking. You're not joking. Seriously. Yes. Yeah. And then you get to find out everything that is going on. And the good thing about it, Tamara Henderson, they get to look at the screen in front of them and let them know what's going on. You don't just get results back, a phone call from a nurse and say, okay, this is what's going on with you, blah, 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 and we need you to do this, blah, 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 blah. No. You sit there with them with that drop of blood and it analyzed on the screen in front of them. They get to see the very thing that those people at the lab see right in front of their eyes, and you break it down to them.
Absolutely, and everything I recommend is natural and without side effects. So I'm just educating them. I found that when we educate a client, that is actually going to empower that person to know how to maintain excellent health we're going to help them get to.
Okay. So, Terry asked a question. Let me get this in right quick. Terry asked a question, one of the people that are on here that are listening to you. They said, what about hereditary? How can you fix what's inherited through the blood? Wow, that's a good question.
That's an excellent question. Well, what I found is 95% of our problems are unhereditarily unchangeable. You understand? So I agree, some things can come hereditarily. However, what's mostly hereditary is your habits. The same food your parents ate is what you're eating.
Okay.
So you're going to end up with the same health problems.
So if they change some of that, then things can change.
Absolutely. And it's all about balance. Nobody is going to be perfect, but let's say you found out you've hereditarily got digestive issues in your family.
Okay.
Then you need to make different choices to strengthen your body to deal with that. You understand? You might need extra support outside of you might need extra help in your digestive area through extra new equipment or supplementation where somebody else might not.
Okay.
That's what you need to understand. And to see the progression analysis, like when you come back, to see that it gets better. That'll blow your mind. But no, I wouldn't get caught up in the hereditary side, because I promise you 95% of it is what you're doing. You're just doing the same thing they did.
And people are still commenting here and said the cost is reasonable.
Yes, Terry.
Terry said blood and half $75. And Jet said one of the persons that did come by before, he's naming one person that did come by before, said it's very good stuff that you did there before, and education is the key, they say.
Absolutely.
And welcome,
Emily.
Emily, welcome on. I think this is the first time we've seen Emily on in a while.
Yeah, the new Mrs. Thompson.
The new Mrs. Thompson. Yes, congratulations to you. Yes. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Tamara.
No, I just wanted to share, even with your listeners, I'm always running specials, especially for my 3-step process. It makes it even better because I want the person to get the maximum benefit. So I'll be announcing more about that as later on throughout the month. I'll be running a special actually in October for my 3-step process with the blood, the detox system with the Fit Body Wrap, as well as with the trainer, so the vibration trainer. So just look out for that. So the pricing gets even better when I start grouping things together. So
wow, okay. Tamara, give a number that those people can call you right away if they need to contact you to make an appointment or whatever they need to do. Could you let them know that now?
Yeah, my number is 901-602-7063. That's 901-602-7063. I mean, I have multiple locations throughout the city: Raleigh, Whitehaven, East Memphis. You can just call me and we'll schedule an appointment for you for any of the services. I mean, some people say, just get me on the vibration trainer. Okay, that's fine. I'll help you wherever you want to start. But it's all about just getting the body back in balance, taking time for yourself. The name of my company is Invest in You. I really want more of us to do that. We have to understand we are of no benefit to our family or friends or even our businesses if we don't take care of the temple that God gave us. So it would really help if you knew what was going on, so that you can be more proactive instead of reactive.
Okay,
that's
now
just what
people that are on that are have high blood pressure, diabetes, problems and things of that nature, they can come to you. They can come to you, find out exactly what's going on, and then you could recommend the things for. Can this program help them if they already have these things going on, rather than the prevention is the key. Okay, find out what's going on prior. What can be done after the fact? If a person says, "Hey, I'm with these things now. Can I get better? Can you do something? The information that you shared with us, can that help us?"
Absolutely, because what the blood will actually show is the underlying issue. So it's
the underlying issue means the reason why things are going on, what's going on.
Exactly. So like I said, information is key. If your blood cells are, as we call, aggregated, that means they're all clustered like they should. Now keep in mind, your blood is what transports and nutrients throughout your body. Okay. So if your blood cells aren't moving well, that means they're clustering and things like that. Your pressure, it takes your heart a lot more pressure to push the blood.
Does that mean their oxygen level is going to be low too?
Your oxygen level could be low. Your body shows in a lot of different ways. Your blood pressure could be high, and if your digestive system is off, your blood sugar now is unbalanced. So as we look to deal with the core issue, the body fixes itself, even if those issues have been there for years. I have clients that were on insulin for over 23 years, and within just 6 months of following the regimen, their doctor took them off of insulin.
Wow.
So because you have your cells recreate themselves every 3 to 6 months. So understand, if you follow the right system, you're going to put new, better things into your body, which means your blood environment will be better. So when the new cells create themselves in 3 to 6 months, those cells aren't as sick as the cells that just died off because the environment is different.
Okay.
Just like we are creatures of our environment. If you're coming up in a bad environment, if you're living in a sewer, it's going to affect you.
Right.
So, but we're going to clean you out. We're going to clean that blood so the new cells are going to come from better stock. So they're not going to be as sick. So, yes, I have had people that were on blood pressure medicine over 15 years, 2 pills a day. In 6 months, the doctor could see no reason to keep them on the medication. And they were in their 60s. So, yes, the body will heal itself if you give it what it needs. And the key to the blood analysis is knowing what you need.
It's what now?
Is knowing what you need to change.
What you need. Knowing what you need to change.
Maximum benefit.
Right.
Get maximum benefit.
Right. And to come in and to get that blood analysis, get things started. And Tamara, you have a lot of other things going on as real quick. Tell us again, you have the blood analysis, which is a great place to start. The next place is what?
Like we're going to cover the total package. I'm just going to tell you that's just the whole thing. We're going to do the blood. I'll help you change your diet, your supplementation. We're going to do the technology so we can work on the outside, get you fine on the outside while we get you fine on the inside.
Okay.
We've got massage so you can relax and things like that.
You didn't say nothing about the massage.
Yeah.
Talk about the massage. Talk about the massage, that big thing I saw over there. What is that?
That's the massage. Yes, that's an important piece. A lot of people don't value that part of your health. You must relax. I can actually see stress in the blood. And it is, if you see what it looks like in the blood, you will understand why they say stress kills. It looks dangerous when you see it in the blood. Wow. You must relieve your stress. You must have some wind down time. And we have aqua hydro massages. It is so relaxing. And what I like about that technology is you don't even have to get undressed. Keep on your clothes. You don't have to spend all day at the masseuse. You can do as short as like a 20-minute massage. I mean, just taking that little 20 minutes out for your life can actually save your life. Because, like I said, stress is something serious. And in the blood, it looks like a web. So let's say you're doing everything right. We're working everything. You're exercising, whatever, but your stress level is high. It becomes a web. Those blood cells that would be flowing great, they can't because they're stuck in a web of stress. And so, yes, don't be surprised how some people would just, they work out all the time, but they just drop dead from a stroke.
Wow. So that's that's what's going on. I used to wonder why some of these people that look healthy, they exercise, and then all of a sudden they have strokes, and you see some of the people that you thought that would be doing that, they don't, and then you see these little people. I was wondering what's going on with that. Okay,
absolutely. It is. We don't pay enough attention. That's why God made our bodies to need rest at night. Your body goes through a healing process when you're in a relaxed state. So you have to put that in your schedule. Like I have clients that come see me 3 times a week. You need to take that time. Now, if you want the service from, me, you can come see me, and I can help you get into your relaxed state.
Okay, and what's the number to call you?
901-602-7063, and I can just help you guys plan this out. Sometimes we got to work together. Everybody needs a coach. Even some of the best athletes need a coach. Let me be your health coach. I will help you on your health journey, and we'll work together because, sometimes we've got to support each other even to relax because we just won't do it. And then you watch people run themselves into the ground. But it'll also speed up all the other processes, speed up your whole healing process if your body is able to relax and lay down. So, no, the aqua massage is excellent. I love it. And then the water jets are just going up and down your spine and your legs, your feet, and it just takes all of the tension out.
You just lay there and just enjoy it.
Enjoy. And you need that, though. You need it more than you know. And we got chair massages. We got the foot massages. And I didn't know what I was missing until I got in that foot massage myself personally, because I use my own stuff now. You're surprised what you're missing out on.
Lord. Look, we had one person said, great information. She's very informative. I'll pass around her information to my friends and family as well. And you might be looking for her soon as well. Him or I think it's her. Terry. Okay, her. In a few minutes. But then the question is asked: what about urine and blood samples? We're gonna let you go. I know you got other things to do rather than just talk to us. But anyway,
I love talking to you, Bob, and Josh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't forget me now.
Yeah. She says, what about urine and blood samples? What if blood shows up in your stool or urine?
Well, you're still going to utilize your doctor emergency issues. That's what they're for.
Right.
I I don't prefer you come to me when, okay, if you get shot, do not come see me.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's not what I do. Utilize your doctor for what you need them for. Because if you're bleeding in a place you're supposed to bleed, go see your doctor. Now, if you're trying to get off of, like you're saying, I want to know what natural options I need to control my own blood pressure. I don't want to take this medicine anymore. I don't want to be at risk for losing limbs, being diabetic anymore. I want to know what natural things I can do to get my body to start working correctly again. Come see me. Okay. If you say, I've been wanting to lose weight, but I'm tired of losing it and gaining it, losing and gaining it, I want a regimen that my body can naturally maintain and something that I can put into my lifestyle, then come see me. Or if you have something going on and the doctors can't figure out what's going on, let's look at the blood, because the blood shows everything. It's biblical, it's physical. The life of this body is in the blood. And the blood,
yes, indeed.
You know what I'm saying? The blood will tell you what's happening. And then we will make the changes in your lifestyle. But your doctor will be working along with us on the fact that they're going to be watching the changes too. You're going to be changing things over here naturally, and your doctor's going to probably be in shock like, wow, your numbers have changed.
Right.
And they're going to know their medication did not do that, because they know what their medication will do.
Right.
And they know what it can't do. So they'll know that you're making some of the changes that you needed to make that are outside of them. Yeah. So that's my purpose.
And we got someone said put her link on our timeline, and your website address is bloodislifecenter.com, right?
Yes, that'll get you to the blood analysis. I'm still updating my site to add in the spa services also. But yeah, that'll get you to me. You can go ahead and schedule a blood analysis at that site, because that is the first process if you want maximum results. Remember, it's up to you. You can get minimum results or maximum results. That's up to you. But I highly recommend starting with the blood for maximum, so we know. Yeah. And then everything just goes from there.
All right. Thomas Chapel Baptist Church, thanks for coming in. Now, and okay, the website is bloodislifecenter.com. So put that down. bloodislifecenter.com, or you can call her at what, Tamara?
901-602-7063.
Give that number again.
901-602-7063. And feel free just to call and let me know what your goal is, and then we can schedule your consultation. Let's get it done. Yeah. And remember, I can coach you through the whole process. So if you want better health, that's what we do. That's what we do.
All right, Tamara, and you're growing all over the place. You're at how many locations?
1, 2, 3.
Oh Lord, can't keep up. That's good. Yeah.
Well, 3 or 4 so far. Yeah. We're adding another location too soon. So
okay, ooh, awesome. All right, Tamara Henderson. Thanks for joining us today. One more time, let's give that phone number and the website address before you go.
901-602-7063, and the website is bloodislifecenter.com.
Tamara Henderson, as always, we appreciate you, and thanks for joining us right here on Talk Back Live with Bob and Josh.
I appreciate you, too. You're just so wonderful. I love listening to the show, and thanks for including me.
Thanks again.
Thank you.
All right. That's going to do it for us today.
Yeah.
Yes, and we went over a little bit because we can.
Yeah.
I mean, Anyway, hey, that's going to do it for us today. Hey, thanks for all you checking in with us and finding out the information. Great stuff. And Blood is Life Center. Yes, that's right. bloodislifecenter.com. And yes, that's the link there, Terry. And the number is 901-602-7063. Josh, it's been a great show today. Thanks to all you calling in and all your questions and comments on the other topics and things we talked about today as well. Hey, make it a great day today. It's supposed to be a little cooler today. And so you can get out stay home and not worry about the heat today. So that's good.
Yeah.
And, hey, thanks for checking in with us today. We'll be back this afternoon, Josh?
Yeah.
At 2:00 p.m., Talk Back Live Sports with Josh. We'll be back this afternoon, so you want to stick around for that. And I've got something coming up today that you want to listen to. You don't want to miss it. And we'll be talking about...
well, and look, let me break it down a little bit now, because I want y'all to know specifically the Breaking Bread segment is going to be done a little bit differently today. It's going to be more of a Breaking Bread discussion, open discussion format. But we have a topic, and if you saw Bob's page, posted it late last night, but if you haven't seen it, go there. I'm going to post about it on my page, too. Which the topic is, Bob, what we're going to talk about?
We're going to be talking about, was Jesus poor? You know, a lot of people say, well, you know, Jesus was a poor man, old lowly Jesus and all this kind of stuff. He didn't have nowhere to lay his head and all that other kind of stuff. Well, we're going to talk about that today. That's the topic of discussion. Was Jesus actually a poor man? Did he have to live out on the rocks and places like that and nowhere to sleep? Well, we're going to talk about that. Did he have any money? Well, all those things and questions we're going to talk about today, and you're welcome as well.
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock this afternoon.
Stay tuned.
Breaking Bread segment this afternoon, so you want to stay tuned for that. All right, Josh, that's going to do it for us today. Folks, have a wonderful day today, and we'll talk to you soon.
Are you tired of going to the doctor with the same issue over and over again and never getting any relief? Are you tired of buying all types of vitamins and supplements, hoping but not knowing for sure that they will keep you healthy? Or are you getting enough of the right kind of nutrients that your specific body needs? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you need a nutritional blood analysis. With a nutritional blood analysis, we can take one drop of blood from a prick of your finger and analyze your body's nutritional needs, nutritional deficiencies, and nutritional imbalances. This analysis can provide an early warning of possible future health challenges so you can make changes now to avoid a negative outcome. A nutritional blood analysis can be used to monitor a health challenge before and after adopting an approach to restore health and balance. It will also allow you the ability to determine the effectiveness of various approaches to restoring and balancing your health. So don't wait. Make your appointment. Stop guessing with your health. Know what works for sure. 901-602-7063.
Big Graphic Printing, located at 890 East Range Road in Memphis, a complete print shop for all your printing needs. They do it all: color copy, resume, funeral program, rubber stamp, full color business cards, wedding and graduation invitations, and more. 30 plus years of quality work and service. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Located at 890 East Range Road in Memphis, Tennessee, 901-345-9294. Big Graphic Printing.
CJ Used Appliances, located at 3530 Jackson Avenue here in Memphis, Tennessee. Call them at 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances have the best prices in town. Sales and service, heating and air. Also the best appliances you'll find anywhere in the Mid-South. Refrigerators, microwave stoves, washers and dryers, deep freezers, dishwashers, whatever you need in used appliances. And folks will tell you they're the best used appliances anywhere you'll find. That's CJ Used Appliances, 3530 Jackson Avenue. All appliances come with warranty. You can call them at 901-487-7882. Again, 901-487-7882. CJ Used Appliances.
C&S Motors Auto Sales, located at 2508 Sun Avenue, here in Memphis, Tennessee. Call them at 901-323-8778. C&S Motors Auto Sales has been around since 1984. Go by and see Chris today for some of the best pre-owned and used vehicles in the city.
They have SUVs, minivans, cars, trucks, whatever you're looking for in pre-owned used vehicles. Hey, you can find it right there at TNS Motors Auto Sales. See Chris since 1984. They will treat you right. Call them at 901-323-8778. That's 901-323-8778. 2508 Summer Avenue, TNS Motors Auto Sales.
This is Sergeant Chris Richardson with the Tennessee Highway Patrol, here to explain the Tennessee Hands-Free Law, which is a new state law effective July 1st, 2019. In Public Chapter 412, it makes it illegal for a driver to hold a cell phone or a mobile device with any part of the body, to write, send, or read any text-based communication, to reach for a cell phone or a mobile device in a manner that requires the driver to no longer be in a seated driving position or properly restrained by a seatbelt, to watch a video or a movie on a cell phone or a mobile device, and to record or broadcast video on a cell phone or a mobile device. So, can I still talk on my cell phone while driving? Yes. A driver is permitted to use an earpiece, headphone device, or a device worn on a wrist to conduct a voice-based communication. The driver may use one button on a cell phone or a mobile device to initiate or terminate voice communication, and voice-based communication may also be used to send a text message. Learn more at handsfreetn.com.